Hi everyone, we're going to have a look and see what is coming through for your reading. This is for you. If you are here, it's a very safe space where you are always very welcome. And if you're here, I feel like there are some messages that are meant for you to hear. So we're going to have a look and see what is coming through. And also, if you ever wanted, to purchase any personal services with me, like personal tarot readings, rituals, which have thousands of 5-star reviews as well, and also intention items for various areas of your life, which are really special. There's bracelets, necklaces, candles, sage bundles, teas, etc. Everything is linked down below. Everything's handmade, meditated with, and saged as well. So everything's on shopmoonlightguidance.com and down below. Okay, let's see your present moment here, what we have. And your near future. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, there we go. I just picked up the deck and the other cards came with me. Your near future was coming with me. Let's have a look here. Present moment. Near future. Come on, near future. All right, 3 cards for the near future. Right, so what we have got here is very, very interesting. I feel very strongly that you're dealing with someone who you find sometimes is a little immature in their actions, okay? You feel so connected to them, you feel very drawn to them, you have a crush on them, you feel physically very attracted to them, okay? You really feel like there's a spark, there's some passion, there's some excitement, it's like, yeah. But you also feel at the same time that this person is a bit of a child sometimes, okay, just at heart, in the sense that they sometimes don't always understand what it's like to be responsible, or that, relationships are about responsibility, or that a person should be somewhat a lot more mature and not just like, oh, everything's fun and everything's about hobbies and having fun, and that actually there are real life events and real life challenges that take up time and energy, right? Like there are things in life that really require maturity, and not just I'm going to go do this and I'm going to do that and I'm just going to do things at my own time. And sometimes you have to do things at other people's time because it's part of life and maturity and becoming sort of emotionally in that way. So this is really what I am picking up on in regards to that, is that you feel like you're dealing with someone who maybe doesn't have as many responsibilities and is kind of just living their life like a child, not ready to settle down, not ready to commit, not ready to do basically what you want, which is commitment. I feel like that's what you want. And so you feel like you're kind of dealing with someone where you have to explain things to them like a child, or you have to try and make them understand your perspective, or that you're always trying to make them understand what is going on and how it's going on. And you're thinking to yourself, like, I shouldn't have to explain this to a person. They should actually understand themselves, A, how they're treating me, how they're being towards me, and C, how they are. Like, they should understand how their actions are towards me and how it makes me feel. I shouldn't have to explain it, because I feel here a lot of the times you feel like you have to explain yourself to this person, or you have to explain like, oh, what you did, the other day wasn't really that nice, or I need more communication because I barely even see you, or we barely spend time. And it's a sense here of feeling like you're not getting enough, okay? And so despite the fact that you feel passionate towards them, you also feel like they're a little bit immature, okay? They don't have that maturity necessarily inside of themselves. So Temperance here shows that you're kind of waiting for them to become mature. You're waiting for them to sort of get themselves together, and you're waiting for them to give you what you want, basically. And that's what's happening in your present moment, okay? In your near future, the first card actually for your near future here is this 10 of Swords, of just feeling sick and tired of waiting, okay? That's just how you're going to feel, I would say, sort of within the next sort of 10 days. It's just you feeling like, oh my God, is anything actually going to happen? And sort of feeling like I want to give up kind of situation. So that's the 10 of Swords. You will feel like I want to give up, like this person is just not giving me enough. They're just not giving me enough maturity, validation, understanding. There's just not enough happening from their side. And it frustrates you, annoys you, and overwhelms you, right? But then 8 of Wands, slowly but surely they start sort of doing a little bit more. I feel here what's going to happen is that you're going to pull back a little bit more of your energy. Now, pulling back doesn't mean, sort of sitting there in a huff and a puff and being like, no, whatever, you've got to work for me, but then literally sitting and staring at your phone, you know. No, this is about genuinely like living your life, right? Putting yourself first, doing the things that make you feel good, doing your work however you work, and just honestly knowing that, you know what, they've got to give you as much as you give them. So if you are having a conversation, let them come a little bit more towards you. Let them initiate the conversation. If they don't talk to you as much, then, you know, give them that space and time, and don't be afraid of them not talking to you, you know, for a little bit longer if they don't respond to you straight away. Because you also have to build that pattern where you're not always the one initiating things. You're not the one always trying to initiate a conversation. It's about letting them come to you, and they might take a bit of time, right? Getting used to the fact that they also have to come to you. So that's what I see here, is it's just a little bit of adjustment that happens, but it actually allows things to move in the right direction with the Eight of Wands, where they start to communicate a bit more with you. They start to be a little bit more proactive towards you. And also the Sun, they start to feel happier in their life. What's really interesting is that I feel like they're going to start to feel happier. They're going to start to feel better. They're going to start to feel like, you know what, if I have to be with you, I need to actually work for you. I feel like in the recent moments, you were always kind of doing everything, right? You were always either waiting around and giving them your energy spiritually, which, by the way, people can pick up on energy spiritually. It's also a thing, right? So if you weren't physically doing anything, think about how you were spiritually doing things, how much of your energy was going towards this person, because people can pick up on energies and they can feel it, right? So what will happen is that the more you pull back your energy and you do things for yourself and you let them come to you without waiting for them, it will make them actually feel like they are losing you, and they will then realize that they have to climb the mountain to get to you. They will realize what this means. We've got here gentlemen. Now, whether you're male or female, I read energies and tarot, not specifically genders, but it shows that the other person will take that ladder and they will work hard to get to you, to be with you, to move things along with you. They work hard to scale that mountain to, again, be with you and move things along with you and spend time with you, right? They will literally realize like, oh my God, I need to actually do something, and I need to be proactive, and I need to move things along in this direction. I've actually got to do something here, and why am I not going to then do it? You know what I mean? Like, they will realize that they've genuinely got to do something, and they will then take that effort to do it when you're not the one always putting your energy and time towards it physically, mentally, emotionally. So, you know, the fish here also shows them floating. It doesn't show them sinking. It shows them rising to that occasion, moving things along with you, progressing things along with you, and it all happening, literally happening. So that's obviously great, isn't it? I mean, there we go. So that's what's going to happen. Literally, give them the space and the time they need. Give them that chance that they also need to move things along with you, because you want them to come forward, but then you don't give them the chance, because then you just end up doing everything. It's a little bit like, right, if you have a cleaner, and you want that person to clean something, but then you just clean it before they even get the chance to do it, right? Because maybe you're impatient, or maybe you want it cleaner sooner, you know, so you tell the person like, oh, can you come and clean it? But by the time they come, you've already cleaned it. So then they'll always be in that sort of sense of, oh, actually you don't need me to clean it, so next time I'm just not gonna bother, or I'll turn up and I'll know that you'll have already done it, and then that one time you haven't done it, they'll realize like, oh, actually I do need to clean it, you know? It's one of those things where you have to also give the other person a chance to do what they have to do, what you want them to do, right? And sometimes it takes time, but don't be impatient and then just, you know, do it anyways, where you communicate and you're the one to initiate everything first. Like, give them space and time. It's not about playing games. It's about, genuinely, if you want someone to communicate with you, it's about giving them the chance to also communicate, even if it takes, 3 days, 3 weeks, right? Because sometimes people out of desperation will just sort of reach out first, but then you're creating that cycle where you will always be the one reaching out first, and it doesn't give them a chance to, because you're always just doing it first. So it's really about sort of giving them as much as they give you, which is not playing games. It's about allowing things to be mutual and equal. That's what it's about. This is not about game playing. This is about not hurting yourself, feeling like you're always the one doing it all. So the message card we have here is, I dream about you at night. So they do think about you. You are not out of sight or out of mind. And I think that's the most important thing that I can tell you from this reading, is that you are not out of sight and you are not out of mind. So this is your reading. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out the description box below for information on personal services, readings, intention items, and all that good stuff. Literally everything is always linked down below for your convenience, so do check it out if you're interested. And literally everything is, yeah, is literally there. I also have TikTok and Instagram. It's moonlight.guidance on Instagram, moonlight guidance on TikTok. I post short readings on there every day. And of course, you know, personal tarot readings, rituals, services, items, all that good stuff is on shopmoonlightguidance.com and linked down below. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.